What up, chat? Oh, Beans is ripping a fat piss right now. I know, boy. Bro, I can literally fucking hear it splashing against his fucking litter box. Dude, he's so fucking silly. I love him. God damn. Looks like Sarby isn't the only piss boy. Bro, it runs in the family. Runs in the family. Of course you would notice that. Well, yeah, bro. When you hear your cat absolutely fucking demolishing his piss, man, like, of course I'm gonna notice. Piss runs in his jeans. Soap. I think today's the day I just permaban Soap. I'm tired of you, Soap. I'm tired. My stomach is mad at me for having greasy pizza. Worth it. Dude, I want pizza so bad, chat. Pizza sounds amazing. Sarby streaming while I'm cleaning my room. Hell yeah. I hope you have a good room clean. Does Beans ever rip a fat poo and run around like a maniac? Not really, but the one thing that Beans does do when he poops, sometimes, okay, I work like clockwork, chat. This might be TMI, but this is my stream. I can do what I want. When I wake up, like, one of the first things I have to do is poop. Like, easy. Just, like, it is on autopilot. Within the first 15 minutes of me being awake, I will have to poop. Now, normally, here's how the routine goes. I go and I fill up Beans's. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll go right away and I'll poop. But most of the time what happens is I wake up, I go and I feed Beans. I open the window so he can have some window time. And then I make coffee. And then while I'm making coffee, that's when I go poopy boy. I did that like 2 mornings ago. One thing Beans will do is sometimes when I'm pooping, the litter box is right next to the toilet in my second bathroom. I have 2 litter boxes for him. One's in my room and one is in the bathroom, the guest bathroom, stream bathroom. Beans will literally go out of his way to like poop with me. Like I have I can't post them because like it's a little scandalous. Like nothing's showing, but like you can tell I'm pooping. I have like multiple photos of me like selfieing me and my baby boy fucking pooping together. Like it's like father-son bonding. We'll both just be like shitting and pissing. Although I don't think cats pee and poop at the same time like humans do. But I just... And then Beans is like down here fucking shitting. It's so funny, by the way, watching cats poop in their litter box. Like, they're so focused. Or is that just my cat? Like, Beans will literally sit there and he's like... he's not making a face, but he's so, like, determined. Like, the determination in his eyes is insane. Coffee does make you poop. I usually have to make it first, though. I usually, so it depends. Like, it really just depends on, like, how I wake up that morning. Also depends on what I eat the night before. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the nights, like, after I eat, I like to have, like, a bag of popcorn. And I've noticed if I eat a bag of popcorn before I go to bed, I wake up and I immediately have to poop. Like, it's funny because I've checked on the back. There isn't, like, that much fiber in popcorn. But I swear to God, it's like clockwork. Every time I have a bag of popcorn, I immediately have to poop the next morning. If anybody knows the science behind that, let me know. I'm actually kind of curious. Ferrets make the poop face too. My cat Shadow does the same. Waits for me to come home to take a dump while I'm in the bathroom. Like, bro. Dude, honestly, though, it's kind of fun bonding. It's like, here's me and my fucking homie dropping a deuce together. You know? Poop talk is an incredible start to the stream. The kernels, that doesn't help me, Fender. Oh, the kernels, like, yeah. Elaborate. What do you mean? I'm stupid. I got a degree in marketing. You have to explain. Does it turn back to corn in your poop? Okay, what are we doing, Amy? Basically, the holes are pure cellulose. Okay, so, like, what does that mean? I think y'all give me too much credit, bro. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm big old dumb idiot stupid head. Please explain. I am asking y'all to mansplain to me, okay? I'm dumb. I know a friend who drinks a Dare coffee that needs to poop later. Wait, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means, bro. You might have a sensitivity to corn. You're sensitive to corn. No, genuinely, chat, if listen, I get a good amount of fiber just in general. Like, I actually checked it one day. Like, my general food groups that I eat includes a lot of fiber, which I'm like, hell yeah. Your boy's colon's gonna be fucking sexy with it. But I have been trying to eat a lot more. I've been weaving in chia seeds, eating a lot more black beans, having a lot of fruits that have fiber. And I've noticed on some days when I, like, focus on eating fiber, I poop twice. Corn doesn't get digested too well? Well, then why would it make me poop faster? Humans can't really digest cellulose. Skill issue. Honestly. Goes straight through you. Okay, you know what? At this point, sure. Like, Miss Fender is giving me the bare minimum. Me when I opened YouTube and I met with a giant picture of Sarby's face. Hey, Chad, do my videos pop to the top for you guys or what? If coffee hurts your stomach, brew with a bit of baking soda? Nah. I ain't built like that. You don't digest corn kernels all the way so they come out looking like corn because the case is filled with poop, but you need to be more prone to expelling it because we can't digest it, so the body says it needs to go. Okay, so basically it just goes through you. Crazy, bro. I like corn. Corn is so good. Damn, not spooky Miss Luna just copy and pasting the same thing over and over again until I see it. You know what? Fair. Honestly, I get it. It's so clear. Shut up, Sean. I've been adding fiber supplements to my diet and I felt a great difference. Bro, I was trying to find psyllium husk so I could put it in my smoothies. No fucking clue. Like, absolutely, I don't know where to find it in the aisles. I should have asked someone, but I just didn't. I heard that's supposed to be really good. Bro, honestly, if you guys have chia seeds, if you weave chia seeds into your yogurt or into your smoothies, and then throw in some black beans, that's what I've been doing. Oh my God, that shit rips. Corn is a colon broom? Like in a good way? Cloud Dreamer, I don't know. Wait, Cloud Dreamer, we weren't talking about coffee. Have you heard the I Love Corn song? Bro, who hasn't? All right, I'm not gonna lie, though. I haven't heard the whole thing. I've just heard the, like, corn! And I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Psyllium is by the antacids at the pharmacy. Wait, I have to go to the pharmacy aisle for that shit? Oh. I was looking in, like, the baking aisle. Get Metamucil? Oh, I'm thinking of Mucinex. I was like, I could have sworn that's like, you're telling me to go get, like, cough medicine. Fucking Amy Cakes wants me on the lean, bro. No, I know what it is. Do you like black bean tea? That's not real. You're lying. I've never seen that a day in my life. You're capping. I made my own overnight oats for a little and it was packed with fiber. I used to be a big oatmeal guy, to be completely honest. I should get back to that. I've been doing a lot of, like, bagel and toast. I actually do have a lot. Like, I actually do have oatmeal left over. I was good about putting it in my smoothies, too. I used to have nightmares about the booger guy from Mucinex commercials. Raya, I don't know how, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but that's very on brand for you. I will not be elaborating further, but it just, that feels right. Chat, a bagel with peanut butter and honey. No better start to the morning, chat. Same for pumpkin. Dude, honestly, I'd be down to eat pumpkin. I just don't know how to, like, weave it into my food. Get your fiber, chat. Apparently, humans are really bad about getting it. I just abandoned my streamer to come here. Sekra, I am your streamer. What is this blasphemy you come into my chat with? Did he just say bagel? 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 What? I said bagel. You're a bagel. Put a little in your smoothie? Really? Would that be good? Roasted soup. Have you tried chocolate chip pumpkin muffins? And no, I have not. Chat, I genuinely don't remember the last time I had a muffin, bro. I'm like, maybe the last time I had a muffin was at like a hotel. Like one of those shitty hotel muffins that come in like those plastic bags. I genuinely have not. Reddit on Wiki, Josh the Canadian says bagel. That's hideous. I will be calling him out on that next time I'm on the stream. Or next time I'm hanging with them. I had to abandon a Minecraft horror mod video for Sarby time. Honestly, Lee, that might have been a good thing. What did Amy do? Damn, Amy with a little 5 gifted? God damn. Amy, you did not need to do that, bro. That's very generous of you. Amy, thank you for the 5 gifted. If you guys got a 5 gifted, if you guys got a gifted sub from Amy, y'all better be saying thank you. All right, chat? We have good manners here. Chat, why do we have 73 people watching on YouTube but only 17 likes? Did y'all wake up this morning and you're like, I fucking hate Sarby now? Like, that guy's stinky poo-poo head. I hate him with all my heart. Like, come on, YouTube, what are we doing? Corky Rose, Ever Nocturnal, Cowgirl, Delugi, and Buggy Defender. Y'all better be saying thank you to Home Skilly Vanilli Amy for the gifted subs. Amy, thank you for supporting. I appreciate ya. Josh also says vag for vague. That's criminal. Listen, is Canada a better country than us right now? Yes. Do they speak funny? 100%. No, but because of you, I was able to block my toxic mom without my therapist telling me to. So, like, how am I not your favorite streamer? Now I'm going to be toxic. What the fuck, Sekra? I just like, Sarby, I'm sorry. Okay, don't let it happen again, though. Although you're on the Twitch, bro. For real, Steph's on the Twitch and she liked this stream, bro. YouTube slacking. Slacka-lacking, chat. How dare y'all? This is probably the first time in a while, though, YouTube started off hot with more viewers than Twitch. Was YouTube down for any of you guys? My shit iPhone wouldn't let me gift on YouTube app. I think YouTube's down right now, right? I will only like if Sarby makes a granny joke. Bro, I can't make a joke unless it comes up, all right? That's the art of it. If I force it, then it's not as special. It's lame. But when you guys fucking alley-oop something and I slam dunk it without you thinking about it, that's so much better. Just like I'm slam dunking in your grandma's pussy. Like, it's more enjoyable. All right? That's what I need from y'all. Don't try to force it. Chris, I got Christia to fucking chat just to say ew. You can do better. I do better with your grandma. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. She's taken well care of. Granny getting her nut. Don't worry, bro. I got you. It was annoying because I didn't have any work entertainment. Yeah, what the fuck is YouTube doing, bro? I low-key, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I almost canceled stream because I went on YouTube, it wasn't working. And then I was like, oh, fuck, does this mean that people aren't gonna be able to watch my YouTube stream? So then I went and like found somebody who was streaming and they had hella viewers. So I was like, okay, it works. Sarby, you can't have my grandma. She low-key has dementia. Don't worry, baby. I'll remind her out. I'll remind her all the time. Don't worry. I'm very good. Don't worry. Sorry, my grandma is dead. I am once again saying, set in the ashes. Y'all think that's gonna stop me? Damn, my grandma died at 110. Yo, send me her health routine, bro. That's wild. Was it like a healthy 110 or was it like bro couldn't do anything for the last 10 years of her life? Which is still actually pretty fucking crazy, by the way. 110. Holy shit. Sarby, my grandma is dead and the other one is racist to non-Mexicans. Don't worry, bro. I'll clap that racism out of her. She just needs a good nut. Chat, you ever fucked the racism out of someone's grandma? That sentence just by itself goes crazy, by the way. Tune in an immediate grandma talk. That's because you are a grandma, Mbem. Ouija board sexting. Yo, that actually goes too hard. Sarby, we buried the ashes? Shit, I got a shovel. Sarby, she could have been your new record. That's so fair. Damn, not all y'all coming out here saying you have racist grandmas. Shit, I'm gonna have to get to work. Bro, you're the one who's unk? You right, I am unk. Chad, am I unk? I feel like, but I also feel like half my chat doesn't even know I'm fucking unk. Like half of y'all think I'm like under 25. For real. Every time I reveal my age on stream, like half of chat is like, what? Huh? Anyone over 20 is unk, to be honest. All right, that's just disrespectful. Aren't you like 30? You can't say that until I actually am. All right, guys. I have 2 more years. Please. Please give me this. Please. Actually, I don't even have 2 more years. I have like... Damn, bro. I have like 18 months. It's going to be real depressing when we start talking about my trip to unkhood the way that people talk about their toddlers. Same age, unk spotted. No! Don't do that to me. I'm not unk. I'm only 23. 20. I said 23. I talked like a fucking toddler, bro. I can't. I can already tell today is going to be rough, bro. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm trying to be better about streaming more. I literally just need to keep building up the habit. This shit's tough, man. Shit's tough. Did you end up seeing Iron Lung? No, I didn't. I didn't. Bro, I'm just like too busy and I don't have any friends out here. Like I texted one of my friends. I was like, hey, have you seen Iron Lung yet? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, fuck. Well, I was like, do you want to go see it again? He's like, no. Fuck. I will just have to go by myself, y'all. But I don't know if I want to. Oh shit. Is it still even in theaters? Let me look it up, bro. Let me look it up. Iron Lung Theater, Las Vegas. Okay, it's still being played. Shit, I would just send it today. Let me think, bro. I could go tomorrow. Shit, do I just send it, chat? Wow, it's actually showing in so many theaters. I low-key thought it was going to be a little bit more niche, but it's not. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. So, it looks like I need to see it. There's one movie theater that's playing it throughout the weekend, but sounds like I need to go see it soon, or else I'm not going to be able to watch it at all. Because it's going out of a lot of theaters. Damn it! All right. I'll do it. I'll go watch it. I will take the time out of my busy schedule. I can't go to the movie theater alone because I'll most certainly fall asleep. I won't fall asleep. I just like I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but it's like society has like made it not popular to go to those things by yourself, you know? And it just makes it like imagine like going to a fancy restaurant. Feels a little awkward. But like by yourself, but it's not a bad thing, you know? You picking up what I'm putting down? It's literally just society telling us it. Like they're like, "Oh, that guy's sitting by himself. That's weird. That guy's a weirdo." It's like nobody actually cares that much. Solo movie theater trip is goated. Here's the problem is like it's like I literally it's not that like I love movies like that. It's just literally like, oh, I should go support this YouTuber and I played the game on stream. So like I should go do it. But I'm not going to lie, y'all. Like if I could choose between working and watching this movie, I'd choose working. Which before you guys flame me for that, by the way, that just means more content for you guys, right? More streams, more YouTube videos, more clips. Like I don't know. Before y'all clown me for that. Support the biggest middle finger to Hollywood right now. Okay, that's a good point. You're addicted to work? Yeah. 100%. Obsessed. It's gotten me pretty far so far, so like I'm not complaining, bro. I've liked being obsessed with work. I feel like there's a lot more things I could be addicted to that would hurt my life, not help, you know? Like, honestly, y'all, I'm glad I'm not I'm glad I'm not addicted to partying. Don't get me wrong. Getting drunk and being a little silly every once in a while, that's fun as fuck, but like, it's not worth it. It doesn't build anything. Sarby's addictions are work, grandmas, and hockey. I wouldn't even throw hockey in there, bro. Definitely work and grandmas. For sure. For sure. Go solo. You'll find yourself a senior for a date. Probably, I might be able to, low-key. You like, what up, grandma? And piss. All right, okay. Guards? He also chooses the gym over us. I mean, what? My personal health and fitness or my chat that accuses me of piss kinks? Which one do you think I'm gonna fucking choose, bro? Get out of here. I did get my work. It's funny though. Actually, wait. I was gonna say I did get my workout in, but I'm also gonna go play hockey later tonight. It's not until 10, so I have plenty of time to stream. But your priorities are effed up, nah, bro. Hey, my priorities have gotten me this far. This shit's chilling. We're cooking, bro. I believe he has a gym chat he's cheating on us with. How'd you know, Kaya? I did, since I got monetized on Snapchat, though, I think I might do more, like, IRL content over there. Because Snapchat eats that shit up. And also, like, that's so easy. Like, Snapchat content is so, like, unedited and just chill, whatever. I was like, shit, I could probably do this. Actual priority is yapping. You're not wrong, humble punk queen. That's very fair. I do like yapping with y'all. Probably should get started, huh? Snapchat pays a lot if you get enough views. I know. Everyone gonna be watching Sarby Jim stream for the plot. Y'all horny. Horny. Get King of Zanes. Snapchat is how I found you? No fucking way. That's crazy. I honestly, I look at Snapchat as like this separate entity. That's wild that you came to this from that. All right, maybe I should hard focus Snapchat harder. I literally am like part of my management coming in is I want like one of my first orders of business is to get a personal assistant / social media manager rocking and ripping so that y'all like it takes me like I shit you not, you guys, it takes me like an hour to like 2 hours every day to just post across different socials that I should have a platform on. And it's exhausting. Like, I know, like, I'm fucking sitting here and complaining, but it's goddamn exhausting. MySpace is how I found Sarby. Dude, how'd you find my MySpace? That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, please don't become another Ryan on Snapchat. What the fuck is another Ryan? I literally just post my Reddit clips, you guys. Like, I'm fucking farming my Reddit clips on there. The way I look at content is like, if like you should slowly figure out how it exists and how it does well on other platforms if it does well on other platforms. So like, I got my shit to do well on TikTok, and then I tried it on Instagram and it did well on Instagram, and then I tried it on Snapchat, did well on Snapchat. Now my next plan of action is fucking Facebook, but Facebook makes me want to put my head through a wall. Well, now I feel boring because I found you on YouTube. Nah, Snaz. That's the best place to find me. I found Ben on AOL and Mapster. That doesn't surprise me, honestly, Dragon. Ryan is the I heart to braid it guy. I don't know who that is. So Raya is the reason for your Snapchat success? Actually, no. Raya just ran the YouTube Clips channel, which is completely different. But also, she doesn't do that anymore. Don't do it, Sarby. Facebook is ass. Well, first off, they're paying creators. But also, marketing is marketing, baby. To be honest, a lot of my demographic is probably on Facebook. I have like a much older audience. The real reason Sarby wants to go to Facebook is the grandmas. You caught me. For real. Get all your grannies off Facebook because I'm coming. Coming to woo them. Sarby's going to use Facebook just for the dating app part of it? Absolutely not, bro. I don't even like the normal dating apps, all right? Let alone fucking Facebook dating? Absolutely not. I genuinely think that's such a red flag. Like if you use Facebook consistently, it's just like that app is just terrible. It's like if Twitter and Instagram had a baby. That's how I look at it. Like Instagram's not much better. But it's at least like cooler and has some good content on there. Like Facebook is just misinformation and AI videos and old people not being able to distinguish that those videos are AI. That's it. Coming or coming? Probably both. Honestly. It says too many fucking porn bots. Yeah, that's true. But Instagram won't do anything about it because then they can say we have a bunch of billions of users, and then they can show those fake accounts ads, and they can tell advertisers, oh, we put your stuff in front of billions of people, but half of them are fucking fake. Yeah, they're not going to fix that shit. It's annoying. IG is basically modern day live leak. Here's the thing, King of Zanes, is I actually think Instagram, as bad as it is easier to control. I think Twitter is modern day live leak. Because on Twitter, like the reason I had to stop scrolling on there is like it forces you to see awful shit. It forces you. With Instagram, if you see something awful and you intentionally put please do not show me this, They'll actually do a good job at not showing it to you. But Twitter could never. Twitter is like, I think Twitter is a cancer. I'm actually a bot. That actually doesn't surprise me. Twitter is also mainstream Pornhub. Yeah. No, I actually think that's true. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. So this is like really funny Sarby lore. So when I was in high school, my parents would put like a cap on our internet so that it would turn off for certain devices at like, I don't know, like 10 p.m. or something like that. I don't remember what the time was. And so the internet would like turn off at 10 p.m. and then it would turn back on at like 6 a.m. So, but I had like an iPhone, so I had data. So like it was really dumb. I still don't really understand why they did that. But on my data, I couldn't go to www.pornhub.com because it was like blocked through our phone provider. So I would, so, you know, when little horny Sarby was little horny Sarby, where did he go? Twitter. God damn, bro. Back when Twitter was like actually somewhat of a decent platform, just went so fucking downhill when Elon Musk took it over. And it's crazy too because he came on with this like, we're going to make it even better. Creators are going to make so much money and we're going to be awesome. And now it's just people literally fucking spreading misinformation so that they can get paid $100 a month from Twitter. Like, it's so bad. Bro was on Google Images typing boobies. Nah, I never went through that phase. Pornhub is actually banned in North Carolina. You better start digging on Twitter. Or X, I guess. My high school SRO got fired because back when likes were public, he was liking porn on his school-affiliated account. That's some boomer shit, bro. I do think that's hilarious when, like, have y'all ever... Okay, so, like, I have some friends who do OnlyFans, and one of my favorite pastimes is, like, when they post, like, an obvious thirst trap to, like, get people to sign up for their OnlyFans. The comments are just these dudes with their literal fucking faces on their accounts. And then on top of that, like, some of these dudes have like pictures of their wives and girlfriends. I think that shit's so crazy. Like, these motherfuckers are like, hey, do you not understand that like all it takes is like one person that you know to follow this person and just rat on your dumb ass? I discovered porn through Tumblr. I've never used Tumblr, chat. Never. My daughter always said Tumblr for porn back in the day. At least you talked about it, man. I think that's my like take that a lot of people don't agree with. I'm like, dude, porn is always going to be there. It really should come down to especially for boys. It should come down to educating them on what type of porn they should or shouldn't consume, you know? Because it's when they go in there and they start digging and they find shit that's really fucked up, or they find something that they don't understand is wrong, and then they start training their stupid little teenager brains to like said thing. But so like, I applaud you, hippie mom. I think it also applies for women too, by the way. Just not as much. Like, I think guys tend to fall down that porn rabbit hole and go to dark, bad places. Instagram will show you videos that your friends comment on. No, for real. For real. Like, I genuinely wonder how many divorce settlements have screenshots from Instagram of their husbands, like, dropping comments on OnlyFans models' photos. Or, like, I genuinely wonder, like, how many OnlyFans transactions have been screenshotted and used in divorce proceedings? Like, the number must be incredible. She reminded me that girls were into porn, too. Back when I was in high school, I had a sub who was watching porn in class. That's insane. Like, what the fuck? Can you all imagine if I just fucking whipped out porn on my phone midstream? Like, Chad, y'all gotta pause. I gotta see some titties real quick. And then I turn the phone and it's your grandma's titties. Ah, you guys thought you were safe. You're not. You're not. You're never safe, Chad. God damn. Dude, why do we have so many people over on YouTube? What the fuck? Chad, what YouTube? What are y'all doing? Welcome. Me just fucking talking about porn and shit. God damn. All right, guys. I'll shut the fuck up about I'll shut up about porn and we'll actually read the story. Oh, yes, we got somebody who puts the update at the top. Fucking love that. Chat, say bless me right now or you're getting banned. Or I guess technically bless you. Also, I think I think it's really funny that a hype train came through and nobody did the hype. Thank you. Hi, I said it before you told me to. All right, bet. Thank you, chat. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for blessing me. Okay, y'all, we got good stories today. I still have 3, 6, 8 Am I the A-hole stories to cook through. Let's fucking cook through them, shall we? If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 115 people watching, 67 likes. I know we can get that shit up to 90, all right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live, okay, guys? Here we go. Sit up. I gotta fucking lock in here. Ooh, ooh. Am I the a-hole for evicting my deceased brother's fiance? My brother passed away recently, and he had a live-in partner / fiance. Both of my parents have passed, and so did my sister. So that leaves me being his next of kin. The house my brother lived in was my grandparents' house. He purchased it in 2021 after they passed away. We grew up in that house, and I have a massive connection to that one home. It's the only thing I have left of my family. I'm the only one left. Since I'm the next of kin, I inherited the house. I offered his partner, let's say his name is Steve, that he could continue to live there if he paid the mortgage and the property taxes. Similar to renting, Steve said he couldn't afford it and asked for me to sell instead. He requested information on the kind of profits he would be receiving / inheriting from the house. I told him even if he wasn't living there, I inherited the house. I won't be selling, and he won't be inheriting any money from it. Yeah, wait, that's actually so crazy of him. Insane demand, and honestly kind of entitled for him to be like, hey, I know you want to keep this house and you're offering me a chance to live in it, but like you should just sell it instead and give me a part of the profits. Like, what the fuck? He demanded that I sell and that he would take me to court over inheritance. I pleaded to his insensibilities. This was my family home. He was my only connection to my brother left, and he refused. So I offered to pay for an apartment for him for a year since I'm also my brother's named life insurance beneficiary. Steve demanded everything, including the life insurance, despite my telling him I'm named. I told him he wasn't getting anything and I needed to leave my family house after he threatened to take me to court a second time. He refused, so I filed for eviction. Am I the a-hole? Chat, this is so sketchy. Like, in what world do you put your life insurance beneficiary, not your husband? Like, are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Like, do you think that the brother was, like, dubious about Steve? Oh, it's a fiancé. Oh, you're right. You're right. My bad. Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, we didn't really get very much information on Steve. Like, if I had to put money on it, y'all, I'm kind of curious about what the relationship between Steve and the brother was. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand being like, hey, this is hard for me and maybe I need support and you are about to be my family. So like, can I get a little bit of support or can we talk about that? But the demanding part is a huge red flag. You know what I'm saying? Like he feels like he's entitled to these things. I don't know, man. I'm getting like red flags. I'm thinking of conspiracies. I'm like, did Steve fucking kill the brother? Like, damn, wait, humble pun queen, you can't drop everyone sucks here. Did you just send that emote? OP even offered to pay for a little or OP even offered to pay for a literal apartment. Greedy motherfucker. No, for real. I smell gold digging. Yeah. Chet, I kind of want more context here because OP actually does include like another edition and an update. So in the edition, she says, I was also told to add to my post, Steve and my brother. So this is an edit. I was also told to add to my post, Steve and my brother were together for 6 years, engaged for 2 prior to his death. My brother and I had talked a few months before his death about how sure they were engaged. My brother and I had talked a few months before his death about how sure they were engaged, but he was probably never going to get married. Not sure if this was due to the new administration and concerns about how the same-sex marriage law may change, or if their relationship was rocky. 1 year prior to my brother's death, he got a new job and named me as his life insurance beneficiary. After they were already engaged. Common law doesn't exist in my state, and Steve never paid into the house at all. My brother paid for all of their bills. What a fucking mooch. Was Steve like a stay-at-home husband, or was he just mooching off the brother for the love of the game? I paid the mortgage on my family home for the last year and just recently talked to Steve after the estate went through probate. I can't afford to pay both mortgages regularly. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this just doesn't sound like a guy who deserves more than what OP is already offering them. I think that's what I want to say. Like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, I understand that it's hard when your partner of 6 years dies. But at the same time, like, I think there's a reason he didn't get the things that he didn't get out of that relationship, you know? And like, OP has offered to help him minus the insane demands that he's making from OP. So, yeah, I'm going to go with not the a-hole. I just feel like there's so much more lore here, and maybe we'll get that in the update. I fear Steve may be up to something utterly unpoggers, chat. Yeah, someone is asking how the brother died. I kind of want to know that too. I don't know, bro. I'm on the wave of like, if he's this aggressive, he might have thought that he was the beneficiary of all these things. Wait, I saw someone in Twitch chat saying murder. No, like I mean that's kind of what I said, right? I was like, are we big conspiracy chat? Okay. Y'all, let's just go to this update. I'm curious. And this is from a month ago, so maybe there's another post. All right, update. After everyone's speculation on their relationship and the potential issues, it raised a red flag for me. So I had a conversation last night with my brother's best friend, Anna. I told her what was going on, asked for some insight, and immediately she told me not to give him anything. She said she would testify this if necessary, but that Steve and my brother were having major problems. My brother tried working it out for the last year of his life, trying to see the relationship through, but nothing was changing. Steve was using my brother at every turn. About a week before he passed, he gave him a month to pack up and leave. Suspicious! Wee woo! Wee woo! Bro, I think Steve killed the brother. I'm going big conspiracy on this one, man. I hadn't talked to my brother since Christmas a couple weeks prior, so I had no idea. I will be discussing this with my attorney at this point. Oh, please tell me there's another update. Please. Please. Shit. No further updates, chat. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh my God. I think other commenters were saying the same shit. Okay, hold on. We're pulling up a couple comments. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so a commenter asked, how did your brother die? Was it suspicious circumstances? Steve is a mooch who apparently thought he'd be rich after your brother died, yet your brother had no will and did not name them on the life insurance. OP replied saying myocarditis. Fuck. Myocarditis? Myocarditis? Is that how you say that? That's definitely how you say that. Myocarditis. According to the autopsy, he had the flu like a week or two before he passed away and then just died. His heart gave out while he was at work. Okay, so not somebody literally just typing myocarditis in the chat as if that would magically teach me how to say it. Okay, myocarditis is a heart attack. Huh. I don't know, bro. I get most of my knowledge of like stuff off of TV shows, but there are definitely TV show deaths where a heart attack is caused by something else. But there was one more comment here. I think this comment is a little bit like on the same topic, so I'm going to read the comment it's replying to. Myocarditis is frequently associated with the use of intravenous drugs. A lot of gay dudes, including perfectly respectable, trustworthy, and normal ones, not just gross fringe cases, slam methamphetamine together as part of their sexual lives. Steve's behavior reminds me of someone who's unhinged and tweaked, which is why he's making such outrageous demands and behaving like a tweaker, seeing his fantasies disappearing into a cloud of smoke. I'm sorry if this sounds ridiculously speculative and I'm sorry if this sounds ridiculously speculative and disrespectful. OP replied to that saying, no, I understand, but my brother wasn't on drugs and had never touched them in his life. He had no toxins in his system either. I'm just not sure why he had myocarditis. Myocarditis after the flu. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that word is fucking with me. It still doesn't make sense to me, but that's what the autopsy said. I work in healthcare. The flu can definitely cause myocarditis. Oh my God, bro. The flu is low-key such a sleeper fucking evil shit that can, like, there's so much complications that can happen while you have the flu or pneumonia. It's fucking crazy. All right, so I think from that, it's probably less likely that there's some big conspiracy happening, but I don't think it changes anything. I was just like, maybe, potentially, possibly. Hey, Tatiana, thank you for the $5 dono. This is for Beans. Beans says thank you, even though he's doing his own fucking thing. I don't know. He's hiding from y'all chat. He's scared of you guys. You can get myocarditis from infection. Ugh. Your immune system goes through hell, so your heart is weaker. Ugh. Europe, remember, it was one of the last major pandemics in the 20th century. Bold of you to assume that I know my history like that. That's why so many people have experienced heart issues after COVID. Viral infections can damage the heart. Damn! Oh. Bro, I got the swine flu when I was fucking, like, 10. Y'all remember when that, like, fucking popped off? When I was, like, when in, like, 2006, I think? No, that couldn't have been 2006. No, it might have been, like, between 2006 and 2008. Y'all remember when that popped off? I was one of those. I got it. I got that shit. I don't even remember how. Beans is probably too embarrassed to show his face because he talked about him pooping. He'll live. 2009. Blah. I was 3 to 5 years old, so no. Get older, Raya. I don't know what to tell you. Dude, that's crazy. All right. So no weird hanky-panky, but I still think OP should not give a fucking dime to this guy. The guy just sounds awful. I got the flu twice and swine flu all in one fall. It was a rough year. Skill issue, Mbem. Honestly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My brother got scarlet fever. Oh my God. Absolutely not. The guy sucks either way. Yeah. Steve could have been a stress factor too. That's a good point. Fuck Steve. All my homies hate Steve. Steve. Insane, man. Crazy work, y'all. There's nothing you can do to prevent myocarditis. There's nothing you can do to prevent myocarditis, right? Other than just like keeping healthy and shit. I knew a guy who got scurvy. Is he a fucking pirate? How? I feel like if you get scurvy in 2026, you're just doing something wrong. You get scurvy from not eating veggies? Then eat your veggies and your fruits. I was going to say, I was like, isn't scurvy from fruit? You need more vitamin C? Chat, skill issue. Take a vitamin C pill. Chat, how many of y'all, be honest, how many of y'all taking multivitamins? If y'all ain't taking multivitamins, you should be. All right? I guarantee you'll improve your life so much. I say as I just realized I never took my vitamins today. But do as I say, not as I do. Let's go. All my chat takes multivitamins. Take them now. I can't because if I don't do it, I take a bunch of different supplements. If I don't take my supplements with food, it hurts my tummy. And I don't want to have a hurt tummy during stream, so I'm not going to do that. I'll probably do it. When I end stream, I'll probably eat like a bowl of rice or something. Before I go play hockey. And I'll take them with my bowl of rice. My roommate has ARFID and had scurvy. Okay. All right. That's fair. But like, get home Skilly Vanilli some orange juice or something. Make him take a multivitamin. I take Lion's Mane and drink ashwagandha tea. I take a Lion's Mane supplement and I take a ashwagandha supplement. I take a multivitamin, vitamin D3 fish oil on NAC. I take multivitamin, vitamin D3, fish oil, ashwagandha, Lion's Mane, zinc. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Rate my vitamins, chat. I also take creatine and drink a LMNT every day, if that helps. Daily ayahuasca. Okay, King of Zanes, you crazy. Try magnesium. Magnesium hurt my tummy. Isn't that a before bed type thing? Doesn't that make you sleep well? That's not a problem I have, chat. I fucking sleep like a baby, man. Taking every vitamin under the sun. I mean, they're all just good for you, bro. You can't get a pill that covers a few of these at once. I mean, my multivitamin does, but I just try to supplement things that I find important. Like ashwagandha helps with my anxiety. It also is supposed to boost your testosterone, and I work out a lot, and my test levels are pretty good. So, like, ain't gonna stop there. Lion's Mane is supposed to help you focus better. Fish oil is good for your heart. Multivitamin covers all bases. I forgot why I take zinc. What are the positive benefits of zinc? I know there was one, but I can't remember what it was. And then vitamin D3 is important because like most people are vitamin D deficient. So I just make sure I'm not. Thanks for reminding me to take my OCD meds. I got you, baby. Don't you worry. You're thinking of melatonin? No. I'm pretty sure magnesium is good for you too before you go to bed. Creatine hells. Yeah, I actually just I learned that you're supposed to get the pure creatine. That's the best one. So I just ordered some. Must be nice. My insomniac ass runs on caffeine and spite. I mean, I'm sure the caffeine doesn't help with that. Okay, genuine question, Loop. Have you ever tried just like working out until you're utterly exhausted to make yourself go to sleep? Like, does that not work? Immune system and cold prevention? All right, bet. Chat, I'm not going to lie. You guys, you can't judge me, all right? We listen, we do not judge. I might have started taking zinc because I saw a silly video about somebody commenting how, like, obviously zinc has other benefits, but one of them is, like, your nut is, like, you, like, produce more nut in your body if you take zinc. And I was like, that's fucking funny. And I ordered it off of Amazon. That low-key might be the reason why I started taking zinc. But hey, you know, anything helps. Chat, you can't judge me, all right? I gotta perform for your grandma, all right? Okay? Yeah, zinc gives you fat loads. I mean, just ask your grandmas, bro. If she's satisfied, then I'm satisfied, you know? Honestly, based. That's what I'm saying. You know? Telling us we're horny. I mean, listen. I just thought it was funny. I think I saw this video of this guy, like, making a joke about it. And I was like, surely this can't be true. And then I looked in the comments and people are like, oh, yeah, this is fucking true. And I was like, that's hilarious. Absolutely, I'm ordering some. Your poor ass kidneys and liver? I drink a lot of water. That's how I counteract that. Hey, the doctor said my blood panels came back all hunky-dory, so we're chilling. Sarby, nut. Dude, I love that emote, actually. Thanks for the zinc recommendation. I'm going to totally order it for unrelated reasons. Attaboy. Attaboy. That shit'll have you cross map sniping grannies. All right. So that's where we're gonna end things. That is wow. What a fucking I'm gonna pin this. I'm gonna pin that. That's incredible. You know what? New pin comment, just drop chat. If hello? Dude, it literally won't let me pin that one. Chat, it literally won't let me pin that. That's so not Cash Money, bro. I can pin every other comment except for that one. Oh, you know what? I think it's because you highlighted it. Fuck. I literally can't. I can't. I can't pin it. I can't. I'm sorry. That was a goated comment. Someone gift King of Zanes a sub right now. Like, my fiance just yelled, y'all fuckers need Jesus. That is not real. We're chilling. Like, don't even worry about it, bro. I think Jesus would want me to get my nut to its fullest potential for your grandma. All right? I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible. Nutiticus 1137. Thou shalt take zinc so you can nut massive loads for for Chet's grandmas. Oh my God, did the pin work? Raya, why do you have, like, why? How come you can pin it, but I can't? That's crazy. All right, chat, that's fucking insane. That's insane, bro. I can't believe this shit. I genuinely can't believe this shit, man. Y'all like that one? He's choking from laughing. Wait, actually, was that Fender who said that? Oh yeah. Did I just get a new fan? Dude, the pipeline of people who like listen to my show and then their healthy partners hearing me and being a little off put and then I win them over, that pipeline goes so dummy thick. Like, I can't even lie. Like, it was like Eternal Conclave. Like, it happens with everyone. Raya is goated. That's why Raya is goated. Can't even lie. Raya is goated with the sauce. Absolutely no disputes there, chat. Please answer, do fat load feel better than little load when men eject? I feel like for me it does. Like, when I'm fucking loaded up, it really depends though. Like, there's a bunch of okay, education time. And I think it's dependent for each guy. Like, different things affect how good the bust is, if you know what I'm saying. Like the pressure. Like, that's why guys don't want to pull out. Is because, like, when you pull out, it don't feel as good. Nut don't feel so good when you pull out, you know? But if you still in, nut feel better. You know? But yeah, you gotta fucking load and a half in there. I'm not a penis haver, I do not know. Raya, simply get a penis. What are you doing? You could just simply have a penis. Red Riding Hood, but you find Sarby in bed with grandma? Yeah, absolutely. How the fuck did we get on this topic? Somebody ask a question, Loop. Let people ask questions. I don't know. I have a vagine and I'm a virgin. Fair enough. Fair enough. I had to call my mom. I really missed something. You don't pump gas on the ground, do you? King of Saints, you are on one. You need to fucking chill. Yo, someone give my boy King of Saints a sub. Bro is on a tear. Sorry, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends they're listening to. Bro, Breezy's the one who told me to talk about this shit, friends. You got a fucking horny ass friend. Breezy's the one who got me on to fucking grandmas. I don't know what to tell you guys. Shit. Your fucking friend's freaky as hell. Hooking up with grannies all the time. Who do you think I learned it from? Loving my first time catching you live. No! That's so crazy to me. This is someone's first stream and they're just learning about zinc and nut and... Grandma, what big loads you have. Stop. Bro, this is bad. We are going downhill. Sorry, you're scaring my asexual ass. Ooh, big loads. Is there a monster under your bed? You look underneath and it's just big loads. This is why chat thinks Sarby has ADHD. Oh, it's confirmation, bro. For real. For real. Sarby on YouTube videos is totally different from Sarby on stream. No, actually, though. That's why I'm trying to build out my, like, other second channel, you know? Don't get me wrong. I love reading the Reddit and talking shit, but, like, we get silly on here. I was listening to your stuff while driving, and I've been here for the first time in 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes, I'm not being disappointed. I got you, baby. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. This episode shall be called Poop, Murder, and Big Loads. That sounds like a triple threat right there. Poop, murder, and big loads. I've literally debated, chat, in a totally separate universe. I think it would be really funny to like have somebody like clip up my streams and like put together just like funny talking moments and just put them into like a long video so that people can just like listen to like the most unhinged parts of the stream as a podcast. And that would be such a great fucking title. Poop, murder, and big loads. Someone said, damn, what a way to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. All right. All right, chat. We got to do it. Good combo, though, guys. Good combo. We really made a lot of progress there. Lots of information shared. I'm sure my editor's going to have such a fun time wading through that bullshit. Shout out Jivka for dealing with my dumb ass. YouTube, we got 126 people watching, only 90 likes. I know we can get that shit to 100. Please don't edge me. Please. Make sure to drop a like. Would greatly appreciate it. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow. Hollow Demon, thank you for gifting King of Zanes a sub. You're the GOAT. Thank you. I appreciate it. King of Zanes, well earned. Congrats on the pinned comment. Hippie Bomb, thank you for the gifted community sub. And the Zydas, thank you for the Prime sub. You guys really, like, it's really bad that you're reinforcing me being a degenerate by gifting me subs during my absolutely degenerate tangents. Like, I'm really glad you guys do it, though, because that means that I'm just going to keep doing it. Damn, is Raya going to bed? Tomorrow I have a huge day work-wise. Oh, okay. How dare you? How dare you go to bed instead of hang out with us? No, I'm just playing. Have a good night, Raya. I hope you have a good day at work. By the way, congrats on... I saw your close friend story. Congrats. That's pretty sick. All right, chat. Let's get it rocking and ripping unless Mbem wants to gift a 5 gifted on YouTube. Mbem, I know I talk a lot of shit about you. I just want to say that you deserve it and you're the worst human in the world. But thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. That's pretty sick. If you guys got a gifted membership, I guess you can say thank you to Mbem. She doesn't really deserve one, but, you know, if you feel like it, maybe you should. I'm just playing, y'all. Make sure to say thank you. All right, guys, we have good manners. Only I can be mean to Mbem, chat, all right? Wait, for the big loads, congrats, King. Okay. You know what? 5 gifted for my big loads. That's honestly, like, W Mbem. Thanks for the gifted. Thank you for gifting my loads like that. Me and my loads are... All right, sorry. This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Guys, you've got a gifted membership. Make sure to say thank you. All right, chat? Here we go. Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my fiance when she sided with my ex? I got divorced 6 years ago. My wife had been cheating basically our entire marriage. Neither my daughter or the kid she was pregnant with were biologically mine. I went to court to make sure I didn't have to pay child support. She had committed paternity fraud, so it was difficult but not impossible. Her ex-boyfriend was the father. Her and my daughter moved into his apartment, and that was that. I kept my house and had no parental rights or responsibilities. It fucking sucked. No, sorry, I read that wrong. I kept my house and had no parental rights or responsibilities. It fucking sucked. I loved my daughter. Anyways, I moved on. I feel like that's a whole trauma and a half to unpack. Like, you can't... What a nuclear bomb to drop. You know? Like, I wonder, chat, can you fight for any type of custody if that's the case? Like, I'd imagine if I had a wife who cheated on me, but there was this daughter that we raised together for a really long time, I would still probably want to be in that daughter's life regardless, because I had spent however many years being that child's dad. But like, I genuinely don't know. Would OP even have the ability to still be in that kid's life? You can't if there's bio relatives. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Someone said that's a whole other someone said that's another whole ass Reddit story on its own. No, for real. If he's on the birth certificate and raised her, he has rights. That's what I was thinking. I don't know. Like, to me, listen, I get the whole not wanting to pay child support when you've just learned that the child is not yours, but also, like, I don't know how old this daughter is, but like, that's got to be massively confusing for the daughter, right? This daughter's all of a sudden like, oh shit, my dad isn't actually my dad. And also, he's just completely checking out for my life. Like, it's a little sad, I can't lie. I met someone new eventually. She had a 5-year-old son. We were planning for our future. After 3 years together, we got engaged. All was looking good. Then my ex's life exploded. Nope. Then my ex's life imploded. Her boyfriend died. They had a grand total of like $20,000 in savings. His parents were the beneficiaries of his $100,000 life insurance. They put it into education funds for the kids. My ex can't afford her life anymore. This is not my problem in my opinion. Her family won't help her. She has 2 young children and no support. She has been reaching out to me. Once again, another interesting story where, like, I guess it's just her boyfriend. Yeah, so that would make sense that she wouldn't be the beneficiary of his life insurance. Oh, man. Although, if you guys have kids together, I feel like you should be the beneficiary of the life insurance, you know? But that's probably another whole ass Reddit story. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit on a tangent. So she's been reaching out to me. Fuck that noise. I told her no. I told her to leave me alone. I blocked her everywhere, so she came by the house. I wasn't home. My fiance was. They talked. I'm in the wrong, apparently. I got home and they were still talking. I need to help my ex. They're saying I need to help my ex. That's not going to happen. My fiance said that she wasn't sure she could marry me if I was so heartless. I agreed and I called off the wedding. I told her that her and her son had 30 days to get out of my house. She tried backtracking, but she had shown me her true face. I'm apparently just a walking wallet. I have zero interest in that. My ex-fiance moved back in with her parents. I made sure that everything that belonged to her was out of my house. Her and her parents have been trying to contact me to get me to change my mind. I don't see their point at all. I don't expect my partner to agree with me on everything, but on important things we need to be a united front. My ex and her kids have moved in with their boyfriend's parents, but they aren't really welcome there. Not my problem. Bro, what a fuck. That is just a gigantic mess. You know what, Chad? I see it in the comments, and I do agree with you guys. I think the answer is not the a-hole, but I'm just wondering about the beginning, because I low-key think OP's the a-hole for abandoning the daughter that he thought was his, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, it's terrible that wasn't actually OP's kid, but like, man, that must be so confusing for that kid. I don't know. It's this, I love my daughter, anyways, I moved on. Like, I'm genuinely, chat, like, and this might be a flaw for me. I genuinely don't know if I'd be able to move on from that. If I was with someone and grew up with a kid, excuse me, if I was with someone and was raising a kid as my own and then learned it wasn't mine, I'd be upset, but I think I wouldn't be able to abandon it. Like, it's so crazy, guys. I think it is not the a-hole, but like, I do feel a little bit like OP's the a-hole for abandoning that kid like that. I don't know, man. I am a firm believer of like the ex-wife enduring the consequences of her actions, but like also this child is enduring the consequences of the mother's actions, and like that just hurts my heart a little bit. If you're gonna bring a kid in this world or like raise a kid, I feel like you kind of need to be like prepped for everything. He had no rights, but here's the thing, Steph, is I think he had no rights because he gave them up. You know, like, I don't think he was going into, and maybe I'm wrong. This is just my interpretation of the story. But from my understanding, he went into what he had to do legally with intentions to abandon that child. Excuse me, abandon both children. From my understanding, one of them was a toddler, which like, oh, wait, no. The kid wasn't even born yet. So, like, that kid I want to leave out of the equation. But, like, this daughter had to be a couple years old, right? Like, the daughter would remember who he is. I don't know. I'm not educated enough on the legal system, but it blows my mind that there wasn't a way to, like, work around maybe still being able to see this kid. Because for all intents and purposes, that's your kid. Just not biologically. Which still, like, don't get me wrong, that sucks. That sucks, and that shouldn't have happened, but, like, man, I just can't get over that. I can't get over, I loved my daughter. Anyways, I moved on. Literally, that sentence. Sorry, it was 2 sentences, but just one after the other back to back. I don't know why, y'all, that's rubbing me wrong. That's rubbing me mad wrong, and I don't know. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying in chat. I don't think OP owes them anything. I think maybe it was a little nuclear to break off the engagement with the fiance, but still, like, I don't think OP should have to. And I also think that the fiance should have been like, okay, I will talk to my husband about this and we will decide what or excuse me, I think the fiance should have been like, okay, I'll talk to him about it, and then we as a united front will come to a decision, and you can bring up both sides. It shouldn't be a, well, you need to do this type thing. So, like, I don't even think OP's like, there's almost 3 am I the a-holes right now that I'm considering. Am I the a-hole for breaking off my engagement with, am I the a-hole for breaking off my engagement with my fiance? Not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for not supplementing my ex-wife's lifestyle because her boyfriend died, who she cheated on me with? Not the a-hole. But am I the a-hole for abandoning this child? I'm a little leaning towards you're the a-hole. You know? But I know people are, like, this happens all the time because we've had similar stories to this where guys go into the comments and they get all misogynistic with it and they're like, women are like this, men shouldn't have to, okay, shut up. Like, I don't fucking care. At the end of the day, that's a whole ass kid that you raised that grew up thinking you were their dad. And now that child is probably going to be a little bit fucked up because you just abandoned her. And then, oh, on top of that, you love them. Anyways, I moved on. Like, that's just so fucking crazy to me. It's different if you knew it wasn't your kid. I mean, I'm sure it is, Shawnio, but like, I don't know. I would like to think if I was in the same situation, I would separate my feelings for the child because that child didn't do anything, you know? Like that child is suffering and you had a part to that suffering. Like, to me, that's just unfathomable. Like, I'd like to think if I was in the same situation, I would be able to be like, hey, fuck this woman who cheated on me, but this kid is my fucking kid. Maybe hot take, but I think it won't really matter if she's under like 5. And I think I've actually made that argument too. And like, I guess we don't know the age of the child. If the child's like 1, maybe, yeah, that child's not going to remember anything. But I do have to say, like, it's still going to be a little confusing when you're 5, you know? Do we know that? Did they ever say the name of the child? Like, maybe OP includes it. Hold on, let me check for updates. Oh, account has been banned. Okay. Oh, that doesn't help. Shit. Okay, well, I can't even, like, deep dive. Oh. Yikes. Low-key, the comments are kind of misogynistic. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I'm trying to find some shit, but I would really like to know how old the daughter is. Because I do think I think 5 is a little too old. I think 5 is when they start remembering things and start understanding things. I would put the number at like 3. 3, anything before 3, I think, yeah, maybe. But still, bro, I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine raising a whole, like, I don't know. Like, I love Beans so much. I don't think there's much that could make me, like, and he's a fucking cat, you know? I don't know, I guess it's different when you, like, think that it's, like, genetically your child, but I can't imagine that, man. Beans is not genetically related to you. I just said that, Sean. Sean wants to toss this baby to the side so fucking bad, bro. Sarby birthed Beans for real. He came out of my vagine. My son was 3 when I left his dad. It fucked up my kiddo. What? Elaborate. What? Vabine. Okay. King of Zanes, you gotta chill, bro. You on one today. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm sure people are not gonna agree with this on the YouTube video, but like I can't imagine. Like, this is probably the most red-pilled thing about me. When people talk about like being a man, quote unquote, I very much associate that with like being a man when you're raising kids. And I think part of that is like doing, if you commit to taking care of a child, that commitment lasts forever. You know? Like, that's probably the only thing that I would, if I ever use the phrase be a man, it would only apply to like, it would only be in the context of raising your kids. And I think part of like, and I would put this on women too. Like, part of it is what, I mean, it's a lot harder with women, but not even harder, but it's not, you know, whatever. I don't know. I think like that's your kid. You committed to it. You're backing out on a commitment because of something that the child had no control over, I don't know. To me, I would like to think that I would be strong enough to put my hatred for the woman who cheated me aside for the best thing for that child. From personal experience, my ex-wife raised her daughter alone for the first 2 years of her life, and the bio dad didn't want to be involved. For all intents and purposes, I raised her for a year, saw her as my own, and planned to formally adopt her. Then my ex-wife dumped me while she was on deployment because she wanted to fuck everyone. Anyways, while it was totally heartbroken and mentally worse than I'd ever been, there was nothing I could do but move on. Well, that's different though, Delugi. That's not your kid. Because, like, you wouldn't have, I mean, I guess a good question for you, and you don't have to put this in a video, Zhivka. Like, would you, if she had given you the opportunity, would you have still taken care of that daughter? Don't get me wrong, I think a year is a little fast, but like at the end of the, like I think that's a little bit different, but like I understand where you're coming from. But like I'm genuinely wondering, like if you could have still stayed in that child's life, would you have done it? Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. You do not need to do that. Sarby, simple thing, you are preventing the real dad from stepping up then? Do you really think that real dad is going to step up to the plate? He sounds like a piece of shit too. Do you want the guy who's been enabling this wife to cheat? Do you really think he's going to be a fucking stand-up dad? Like, I think that honestly goes, I think that honestly supports my argument, Sean. Like, do you really think, and who knows? I don't know a lot about OP, but like, didn't sound like OP was a bad dad. I don't know, maybe for this certain circumstance he is, but it's a very special case that I don't expect all men to act appropriately in it, but like, do you really think the better alternative is this guy who's been enabling this woman cheating on her husband for years? I don't know. Oh, yeah, and I guess now he's dead. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think so. Why pay for getting cheated on for the betterment of the person you thought was your kid? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shit, I'd put a kid that I grew an attachment with over money any day. Me personally. Don't get me wrong, it sucks, and like I guess I'm not in that situation, so you could say like, "Oh, Sarby, like you're just saying this." Like, fine, but I'd like to think that I would look at a kid that I grew to love and be like, "You know what? This is a shitty situation, but like I'm going to do what it takes to take care of this kid." Bouncy ball, fuck them kids. All right, fine. Dude, kids, I will say, kids complicate everything, man. Like, if you just would have not busted in her, like, we wouldn't have this problem. Beans watch? Is Beans here? No. I'll trip it. Maybe he was taking a lot of zinc. Maybe my boy was supplementing zinc. That's fair. Says the guy who makes his loads fat. Chill! Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy with it. Delugi, thank you for the 100 bits again. So the next day I gave her up to her grandpa, but I was still cordial with the grandparents to the extent my ex. I got updates about her, and while yes, I would have done everything to have her back, I don't think it would have been healthy for me at all. It's a bit different, I know, but I had to better myself too. Interesting. I don't know, man. I think your situation's a little bit different, obviously, but I don't know. I think part of being a parent is putting their health above yours, you know? Don't get me wrong, you have to take care of yourself, But like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a philosophy thing, man. I think maybe it's just a philosophy thing. Like, don't get me wrong. If it was a net negative and like I did have resentment for the kid, I'd like to think that I'm self-aware enough to take that step back. But I don't know. I don't know. Amy, thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate you. That's a big nut to swallow. You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. Y'all going hard with the nut jokes, huh? Y'all on some nuts today. Yo, Adrian, thank you for subscribing for 1 month at tier 1. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for the subs and the gifts today. Y'all too generous with it. Oh, and thank you for over 114 likes on the YouTube. 154 people watching. Yeah, that one's kind of interesting. I'm curious to see what the YouTube says, because me personally, I'm like, I don't know, maybe, and that could be very controversial, by the way. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing, y'all. For everybody saying, oh no, you got to dip on the kid. Just saying, that's what the Republicans would probably argue against. So, no, I'm just playing. I understand where you guys are coming from. I just think I have a little bit different of a philosophy around it. A couple people saying I think he's kind of an asshole. So there are probably a couple people. That's not a Republican argument. I don't know, Bouncy Ball. I will make this story into a clip, and I guarantee you one of the comments on the clip is going to be someone saying, like, fuck that, like, she cheated on, like, some, like, white man is gonna make it into like, women, he has no, like, I guarantee. And you want to know why I guarantee that? Because I have done a story, I have read and reacted to a story like this before and had a similar reaction. And there were men on that story who had that exact same reaction. Y'all acting like I haven't been doing this, bro. Chat, I actually, really quick, I'm really curious about this. I know I've been saying I've made over 200 videos. I actually genuinely want to check really quick how many videos I've made. Because I low-key don't know. Hold on. Public, apply. Damn, 204, like, reading Reddit videos. Actually, a couple of those might not be reading Reddit, but we're gonna round up. How many live streams have I done? I've done 268 live streams on my YouTube, and that doesn't even include all of them. Because sometimes I would just do them on Twitch. God damn, y'all are getting fed, chat. Y'all are getting fed. You're welcome. Dude, oh my God, wait. If I started posting shorts, I could probably hit 1,000 videos on this channel this year. Ten out of 10 Republican impression. Thank you. I worked really hard on that. Everyone sucks except for the kids. I honestly kind of agree with that. Republican argument would be to force the wife to care for the child alone because it's not his. No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, guys, maybe I wasn't clear about this, but I wasn't saying that OP should stay with the wife. Just to be completely clear, maybe I wasn't on top of that. I think he should tell that wife to go fuck herself. I'm just not a big fan of, well, also fuck this kid that I was raising to be my daughter. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear about that, you guys. I think they should get a divorce, 100%. Was that not clear, chat? Not too intelligent and coherent to be a real Republican. That was clear to me? Okay. What's bothering me is the ex looking to mooch off of OP. No, Bouncy Ball, I totally agree with you. I totally agree. Like I said, y'all, I think there were like 3 Am I the A-holes. 2 of them were very clear. 1 of them was like, I think it depends on your philosophy about this. Now clearer, but yes. Okay, Zhivka, if you find this, can you include that in the video? Please and thank you. You know what? Actually, guys, I'm going to start on the next story because then she'll find that a lot easier. I can't blame her, bro. She tries to like kind of speed edit these. So if there's kind of like a break in between, it's a little bit harder for her to sometimes find it. Zhivka, really quick before I start the story, there was a little bit afterwards there that I would like you to include. So just like go about a minute before this section and check that for the previous story. There's a part in there that I want you to include because I realized I wasn't clear. Not me like talking to my editor mid live stream. Dude, it's so meta. It's like I'm talking to my editor, but like not until she edits this like next week, by the way. Like she probably won't get to this edit for actually, honestly, I could maybe be editing this. Ooh, future Sarby. Don't fuck it up. Sorry. I'm being silly, y'all. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 150 people watching, 114 likes. That's pretty great. Thank you guys. But I know we could get that shit easily to 125. All right. There's at least 11 of you who haven't liked up the stream yet. Please don't be stingy with it. Give me your likes. Gimme. If you guys are on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live. I'm not going to lie, chat. This might be the last story. All right. Might be. Oh, this is the wrong story. This is the story. All right, here we go. Am I the a-hole for going no contact with my girlfriend for a weekend after she chose to reconnect with an old friend instead of honoring a year's planned commitment? Ooh, excuse me. I, 30 male, been with my girlfriend, 31 female, for 2 years, and it was my birthday. Wow, okay. For my birthday, I explained I wanted to spend a weekend away, just the two of us, in the mountains. We had planned this for a better part of a year. Well, as the week started to pass, and we were a few days away from the day we were leaving, one of her best friends stated an old friend of theirs was coming back to town. He was in town for the weekend. We were planned to leave. She said she had to cancel because she had to see him. Bro, okay. I mean, for a vacation y'all have been planning for a year is crazy, but on your boyfriend's birthday? Low-key, some of you guys are saying it in chat, like that's on some cheating allegation suspicion. Me personally, like, I would immediately be like, do you have a history with this guy? Like, how dare you cancel for this man over your boyfriend? I was dumbfounded as it was a high school friend whom she never associates with or mentions. Dude, it's totally a red flag. Like, that's crazy. She probably doesn't mention him or talk about associating with him because she was probably in love with him. Hell, she didn't follow him on any socials. She said we can do this anytime and he's only in town the weekend. I told her we made plans, took off work, prepaid reservations. Hell, I even planned to propose. Oh boy. Okay, I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years, bro. I am once again being backed up on my theory that you should never propose this early, bro. Never. Listen, I see your comments sometimes, guys. I know some of y'all get mad at me, but I stand on this. I will die on this fucking hill. Absolutely not. Don't get engaged after 2 years. 4 or 5 years minimum. Even that, don't think it's worth it. Oh, but Sarby, what if I don't have that long to wait? Really? Do you want to get engaged with someone after 2 years and then learn that they're absolutely not the person that you thought they were and they're actually like an evil human being that they've been hiding stuff for you for 2 years? Is that a better alternative to just waiting more years? I don't know. Y'all can argue in the comments about that one. We argued, and in the end, I said, do what you want. The day arrived. She left to go meet her friends for breakfast. I packed up and went off on my planned vacation. Not alone, though, as after I told my good friends what happened, him and his brother cleared the weekend to travel up with me. Wow. I mean, shit, man. Brokeback Mountain time? Like, Sorry. I'm just like, it's supposed to be a romantic getaway. Like, no, sorry. She got home later and asked where I was. I texted my new plans and I'll be home Monday as I originally planned. She started to blow my phone up, so I set it to do not disturb. I checked the messages later and it was more of the same, calling me cruel, gaslighting, and being selfish. Yeah, kick her to the curb. Like, she's turning this situation on you. Really? Fuck, man. It sounds like you dodged a bullet. Congrats, man. She showed her true colors right in the nick of time. Guys, I guarantee she was like in love with this man, you know, the one that got away. She saw this as her opportunity to maybe have one last shot with him, and he probably showed up at the date and was talking about a girl that he's dating or something like that. And that's why she's mad. She didn't get what she wanted, and now her boyfriend is giving her the middle finger. I guarantee. Yeah, bro, you don't want someone like this. I don't know who needs to hear this, because like the amount of girls, especially that I talk to, who are like, yeah, my ex like made me cry on every birthday that we celebrated together. Y'all, and this goes for guys too. If you're dating somebody and they make your birthdays miserable, that is a red flag. 100%. If you are crying on your birthday because of your partner and it is relatively consistent, like that is the easiest time to help someone not fucking cry. Like, can we please? Just trying to turn this into a learning lesson for everybody. Oh yeah, my ex ruined every birthday. Mbem. That's so sad to me. And like, you're not the only girl, by the way. I want to say out of like the last 6 or 7 talking stages I've had, like at least 5 to 6 of them have been like, oh yeah, my ex made my birthday miserable. I don't understand that. Like, I just genuinely don't. Like, men, do we... Like, this is why I say a lot of dudes, I think, just genuinely want to fuck guy butt. Which is fine, bro. Go do your thing if that's really what you want to do. But don't gaslight yourself into thinking that's not what you want and then therefore making women's lives miserable. Just go and fuck guy butt. You'll be so much happier. You said those numbers on purpose? What numbers did I say? Oh, I said 6, 7, didn't I? I actually didn't, but here we are. Yeah, bro. It's so funny when I say that there are dudes out there who want to fuck guy butt, because then all the dudes who want to fuck guy butt but are like internally homophobic because that's the way their parents have nailed it into them, they get real mad in my comments. And I just laugh. I'm like, I know you're laying in bed thinking about that because you resonate with it so heavily. No, that silly Asian man on the internet is so wrong. I know this is what I want, but... My ex-father-in-law would make special occasions miserable, especially Christmas. See, if my family started doing that, I'd just be like, yeah, you can't spend time with me and my fiance. Like, no. Do you know that 6-7 motion is maybe an ASL? Actually, I mean, that makes sense. I like it. I learned something new today. Those are the kinds of men who watch Heated Rivalry from a burner account. I mean, bro, those are the type of men who go to fucking Republican conventions and crash Grindr. You know? My brother skipped my birthday for church? Ew. Crazy. I mean, listen, I don't do this for every sibling, but I flew out for my sister's birthday. Oh, wait, that actually reminds me. I don't know if my sister ever followed through on that one. There was something we were going to get my sister, but I don't know if we ever did. I definitely didn't get a Venmo request. I watch it on my main like a real man. Honestly, I need to watch it like as a hockey player. My only and I know they address it, but my only thing, bro, is like the hockey community is not accepting of that shit at all. And that's like, y'all, I have to be so honest. Like, as much as I love the sport of hockey, the people that like, listen, I've said it before. When I was younger, I said and did things that I'm not proud of, along the lines of like, I'm very upfront about this. I've said this in multiple streams before. Like when I was 16, I was saying slurs that I shouldn't have been saying. And I am glad that I went on a path to like educate myself and not do that anymore. But like a lot of that, I put it on two things, chat. Number one, Call of Duty trick shotting community. Terrible. That was a terrible influence for me as a young kid. The second one, locker rooms. Locker rooms is hell, man. They're like, that's where I learned a lot of stuff. That's where like I would hear other people say stuff and then other people would laugh at it. And therefore I then learned, oh, if I say this thing, I'm funny. It's not a great, don't get me wrong. I think heated rivalry is good, but like, I just know that the hockey players that I grew up with aren't watching that and like having the same experience with understanding that like that needs to be more accepting. I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I mean. I feel like a lot of teenagers go through bad phases. No, for real. I think it's normal. Like, I think when you're a kid, you think it's edgy, you think it's cool. And then as you grow up, like for me, it was college. Like in college, I got exposed to a lot more people who were gay and who were like, of different ethnicities. Like I was part of a multicultural program. And I think that just really opened my eyes to like other people's experiences and how like their experiences aren't my joke, Like their experiences, for me to joke about it, belittles their experiences. And so therefore, like, I needed to be better when I was younger. I'm glad I learned it, but like genuinely, like I wish I could shake little 15-year-old Sarby and be like, bro, like this isn't funny. Like there is somebody in this locker room who is laughing at that, but feels put down because that's them. And that hurts. That hurts me, bro. I was on the Charlie Kirk pipeline in high school. Hey, congrats on getting out, Like, I think that's where it has to get to. It's just like, hey, you made it out, Some people, it takes longer. Like, for me, honestly, it took me till I was about 18, 19, because that's when I got that, like, exposure and that community that could, like, talk to me about it, right? And, like, talk about it and talk about their experiences with it, But I just wish there was more of that. Like, I think that's the big thing in the hockey community is there needs to be more, like, I wish and I don't think my parents did a bad job necessarily, but I think like if I have a kid and they play hockey, I'm going to talk to them and kind of be like, hey, like you're going to hear things in this locker room and I want you, like, as much as it may alienate you, like I need you to be the one who's stepping up and being like, that's not funny. Like that's what I wish I would have done. Have you ever read Check Please? It's a hockey-based comic that's also gay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't go out of my way to read gay hockey content or anything like that, or consume it, is what I should say. I'm sure it's great. To be honest, I don't even consume hockey content that much. I don't remember, chat, the last time I sat down and watched a full hockey game. It might have been when I was 2 summers ago, when I was on a cruise with my family and the Game 7 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers was going on. Like while we were on the cruise ship and they like displayed it on like a big projector screen on the main deck. That's probably the last time I watched a full hockey game. Lame, Sarby, lame. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I put more of my time towards coming out with videos for you guys. God forbid a man be obsessed with making content for his audience. Y'all got me on a fucking tangent, bro, for real. Let me check the next story, see how long it is. It's pretty short, chat. Do y'all want one more story? I could probably do one more story. I don't have to leave for hockey until 9 p.m. So I have 30 minutes. I just want to eat something before I play, or else I also ran 4 miles today. So we might be a little bit tired, but I'm trying to get back on my running shit, chat. I've been so bad about my running shit. I'm really committing to, like, I have to run a little bit every day, even if it's just a mile. One more? Okay, bet. Humble Pun Queen, thank you for the gifted sub to Hollow Demon. Thank you for supporting as much as you do, Humble Pun Queen. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're staying safe out there in Minnesota. All right, one more. One more because I love you guys, but never say that I don't do anything good for y'all, all right? All right. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. 152 people, 127 likes. I know we can get that shit past 135. Easy. There has to be at least 8 of y'all being stingy with those likes, bro. Slap on a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live. Here we go. Am I the a-hole for choosing my stepson over my daughter and telling her to stay with her dad and stepmom who cut her off? My 21-year-old daughter has been living with her dad for the past year, but yesterday, she told me she wanted to come back and stay with me because she wants to be closer to her friends. That is not the reason. The reason is because her stepmom cut her off due to her behavior, and her father told her she was not welcome in their house. She left my house because she did not want to follow rules and thought it would be better at her dad's place until she got cut off. Her stepmom has told me that she never wants to see my daughter again and that she and my ex are being a united front. I told her she should come back. I told her she could come back. During that time, During the time she left, I moved into my husband's house and he has 3 bedrooms for his kids. One for his son, the biggest one, another 2 for his twin daughters with his ex-wife. Sorry, hold on. This is really confusing. What the fuck? During the time she left, I moved into my husband's house and he has 3 bedrooms for his kids. One for his son, the biggest one, another 2 for his twin daughters with his ex-wife, and next year we will be building a new room for our youngest daughter who is 2. I have 3 kids now. My oldest daughter, my daughter who got cut off by her father, and my youngest daughter. I have 3 kids now, my oldest daughter, my daughter who got cut off by her father, and my youngest daughter. See, this is why we need fucking Oxford commas. Sorry, super random tangent, but if you don't use Oxford commas, you're a terrorist. Another hill I will die on. My ex and I had our oldest daughter when we were teen parents, and we now have a granddaughter. I told her that she would have to stay in one of my stepdaughter's rooms while my stepdaughter is away for a couple of months as an exchange student in Europe until we figure out a plan. And my daughter said that wasn't fair and asked why she could not get my stepson's room, the biggest one. Bro, you were 21, right? My guy, like, come on, bro. Beggars can't be choosers. You're supposed to be, like, doing something with your life right now. Like, I'm sorry, man. If you're 21 and you're, like, making demands about your living situation when you're just begging to be allowed to stay in your parents' house, like, I told her that under no circumstances would I ever kick out my stepson from his room because she wanted it. So I told her if she wants to stay here, she either stays in her stepsister's room until we find an alternative or stay on the couch. She still insisted that I give her my stepson's room, so my husband suggested that she can pay rent for his son's room if she wants it so bad. Otherwise, her room or the couch is available. Simple as that. Tell me why this little girl had the audacity to get disrespectful with me, call me by my real name, and say I wasn't a good mother for not forcing my stepson to give up his room. Me who calls my mother Kathy. Y'all, the amount of comments that I get on my videos for that is like really funny. It's not disrespectful. Like, my mom likes it. It's just like a silly thing that we do. But like, I understand why it's disrespectful in this context. I'm a pretty understanding person, but I do not think she has the right to tell me how to run my household and demand things from minors just for her. So I told her if she insists on this, she can continue living with her dad or she won't be welcome here. Am I the a-hole? No, not the a-hole. I honestly think like with someone like this, they're not going to learn by you coddling them. She's 21, man. She's a full adult. It doesn't really sound like she's doing anything with her life. Like, I think it would honestly be better to be like, figure it out. You know, it's tough. Don't get me wrong, but like either you deal with this level of disrespect and enable it, or you give her a chance at actually not being a shitty human being. I think the answer is pretty obvious. Man, I can't even imagine that level of entitlement, bro. I'm not going to say it. It just reminded me of a situation that my friend was talking about with one of their exes where the ex literally lived with her and her mom and he was just a fucking loser. Like, he didn't pay rent. He wouldn't go find a job. She was loaning him money. I was just like, listen, and this, like, Sarby's learning moment, if you related to anything that I just said, like, hey, honey, your partner's a bum and you're enabling them. Like, to be honest, it reminds me of this. Like, you can't enable those people, you know? And on top of that, he was a shitty boyfriend. Like, dude sucked. There were no redeeming qualities about him. Sounds similar here. This is just a parasite living off of you, girl. It is the best thing not only for you, but for this kid to fucking send them to tell them to go kick rocks. Was there a grandkid? Yes, but not this daughter's grandkid. Hippie mom. There was an older daughter. I don't know why OP ran through the entire family tree. It just confused everything. Like, I understand where this confusion is coming from. The oldest daughter, which is not the daughter we're talking about, has a grandkid. Or excuse me, has a kid who is OP's grandkid. Completely different. I live with my grandparents, but if my grandpa said I needed to pay rent to live with them, I would. No, for 100%. I lived with my aunt when I lived in LA. After the content house ended, my aunt was like, bro, come live with me. And I was like, oh, cool. You need me to pay rent? She was like, no. Like, just, let me know. Like, it wasn't like a permanent thing. And I was just figuring out if I basically wanted to stay in LA or if I wanted to move to Minneapolis. I think I was there for like a month and a half, maybe. I'll have to tally that up one of these days. I think I moved in around November and then I moved out in like January. So yeah, like maybe a month and a half to 2 months. But like I felt like such a moocher though. I was like, I offered to like pay rent or like do jobs around the house, and shout out to Leah, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky I have parents that house me for free in my early 20s. To be honest, Naz, I think early 20s is fine. It's like when late 20s come that it's like, okay. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's a good thing if you have a job and you're working that job and maybe you're doing it because like you live in an expensive area and you want to save up for your own place or like whatever. Like, I think living with your parents early on in life is a superpower. Now, once you get to your, like, close to your third, like, if I were living with my parents right now, I think it would be a little bit like, okay, bro, like, maybe a couple more years here, but, like, let's figure it out. That's when I'm like, that's my personal opinion about it. Because, like, as much as I think living with your parents is a superpower if you're utilizing it, I also think it's a crutch, you know? Like, it enables you to not further progress as an adult because you have your parents paying for stuff for you, you know? If it's an emergency, it's fine even in late 20s. Absolutely, 100%. To be honest, I think parents should be equipped to house their children until they're 26. Me personally, Like, I want to offer that to my kid. Like, those parents that are like, oh, you're 18, you're off my paycheck. Those are the worst parents in the world. Like, if you're going through college, doing your thing, and then after college, you need a little bit of support to becoming an adult, I think that should be there. Also, like, I'm hoping I raise my kid to be like, well, I could go live by myself and dump $1,000, it might be even more at that point, like, you know, $1,000 a month for rent, or I could live with my dad and save some money and start building up my savings so I can buy my own house. And that way I'm not paying rent, I'm building equity. I'll be like, fuck yeah, son or daughter, get in here. I think that's the move. Yeah, but Snaz, with no plans is important. Like, I think anybody, listen, if you're living with your parents, hell yeah, you save that bag. But you also should have a plan, you know? How are you gonna make that next step? But I also think that's just how life in general should be, bro. Like, no matter, I'm a big fan of be content but not satisfied. Like, y'all, I love the place I live in right now, but I'm a little like, okay, I think my next step is I get my own house. And that's what I'm striving for. That's what I'm working on. Your boy's grinding. Y'all see me streaming, you're like, that man is working for his own place above his head. 21, halfway through college, and my mom is still willing to let me live with her as long as I need. Nutgut 420. First off, crazy name. Second, tell your mom I said she's a great mom. I think that's a great mom. That's something that I want to offer my kids. I pay $1,300 a month for a 1-bed, 1-bath. It's so expensive. Bro, come to Vegas. Shit is so cheap out here, Chad. I'm not going to tell you how much my rent is because I feel like people could find my place if they looked it up or if they knew exactly how much I was paying. But y'all, the Vegas prices go crazy. I was looking at a 2-bed for $1,200 in my same area, by the way. There was a 2-bed for $1,200. I was like, oh. Shit, bro, I live right next to a community center. Like, hell yeah. Shit rips. My mom and I pay like $850 for a 2-bed, 1-bath apartment. Hell yeah. $850 each or $850 total. That's a fucking steal. Yo, honestly, listen, I wouldn't recommend this because, like, I know it's not fun, but if you work a remote job, I highly recommend go live somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Like, so unbelievably dead ass. Like, you don't even have to be that far out. Like, my friend lived in, I think it was White Bear or something like that in Minneapolis, and they were paying nothing for like a nice 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, which I had the same thing and I was paying so much more than them. Damn, I found a 4-bed, 2-bath house for $750. Wait, is that $750 for the whole thing or $750 is your share? I paid $2,000 for a 1-bed. That's insane. I'm in a 1-1 for $2,100. Miss Drevis, where do you live? Fucking New York? Me and my 2K studio. I can't imagine that, man. I just can't. Mbem, for reference, you're paying more money for your rent than I am. And I have a 2-bed, 2-bath. I won't tell you exactly how much, but definitely more. I'm in a weird spot. I just got divorced and had to move back with my 70-year-old mom. Okay, that's so different, Ling. That's so different. Honestly, like, I do think, like, to be honest, if my dad died or vice versa, my mom died and I had my own house, I'd be like, yo, come move in with me. As long as you don't mind me getting fucking loud. White Bear is getting expensive now. Okay, there's a bunch of other spots. That actually doesn't surprise me. I actually low-key like White Bear. Like, went on a couple of dates with a girl in White Bear. I was like, this low-key rips. $750 for the whole thing per month? Bro, teach me your ways. That's fucking crazy. Hey, welcome to the stream, Farisha. I'll make sure to say hello to Beans. He's gone right now. In the cities you pay for convenience, I'm not going to lie, I don't think it's worth it. Me personally. But I think it also depends, right? Like, I'm assuming you have a car, which I know is a privilege. But at the same time, like, I think, like, y'all, honestly, and like, I don't recommend moving to a college town, but when in Ames, Iowa, listen, the prices could have gone up, but bro, I paid nothing for rent in Ames, Iowa. Me and my roommate split a 2-bedroom my junior year for $475 a month, and that included parking. Utilities were maybe an extra $30 to $40 each. Like, it was nothing, bro. It was nothing. And then my senior year apartment was $519 a month. Utilities were a little bit more expensive for that. I think we ended up, like, on like hot summer days, probably ended up being closer to like 60 to 70 per person because it was a very poorly insulated apartment. But still, man. Oh yeah, no, Soap just said they're living in a college town. Bro, I think that's a hack, man. If you're looking for cheap rent, go look for a college town. Or like, honestly, y'all, when I was for Hippie Mom, you'll love this. Oh, is Asian Fury here? Asian Fury, I'm so sorry. We're about to end stream. But Asian Fury, not Asian Fury, Hippie Mom. I used to live, I guess I could, well, I don't know if I want to dox myself. I used to live over by Hiawatha. And my rent was like $500 a month. Granted, I shared like it was a 5-bedroom, or it was, excuse me, it was a 4-bedroom house that I shared with 5 people. But like, that was awesome. Right after college, only having to pay like, I want to say, y'all, because I was still like broke boy era. I was like trying to get my business and my like meme accounts and my personal brand stuff kind of off the ground. And I didn't have a job. I was just doing that stuff. I think I was spending less than like $1,000 a month on my living expenses. Like, it was crazy. There were a lot of ramen nights. That's the only thing I'll say. There were a lot of ramen and egg nights, but I genuinely fucking just grinded because I was like, I want a cheap place to live. Cool. $500 a month. I have my own bedroom. That's all I need. Shout out my roommates for having to put up with me fucking doing my silly little videos in the apartment. God, I low-key miss them. Like, I loved, 3 of them were random. One of them was a guy I knew. But, like, the random roommates, like, I connected with them so much. It depends heavily on the college town. No, that's fair, Soap. That's so fair. We have a Hiawatha in my city, too. Dude, I love Hiawatha. Ugh. Shout out Minnehaha Falls. I looked at Stevens Square for a minute. Cheap there? Yeah. To be honest, there's little nooks and crannies of cheap places to live in the cities. Hey, I got you, Paige. What a good mom. You got this. You just gotta, it'll be so much better when they're older. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right, chat. It is time to end this stream. Let's figure out somebody to raid real quick. Who we raiding? I hope someone I'm following. There's an easy raid. Damn. All right. Guess I gotta find somebody. Honestly, chat, do we just let's just raid Queso. You guys like Queso, right? Let's just raid Queso, bro. Fuck it. Although Queso's playing Rocket League. Do y'all want to watch Queso play Rocket League? You know what? Nah, bro. We're gonna raid Valkyrie. We're gonna raid Valkyrie. She's playing CS. I actually really like CS. So that's what we're gonna do. Very easy. Very, very easy. Chat, I'm gonna be unable to raid Valkyrie at this time. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can go fuck myself. That's so cool. All right, fuck it. We're raiding Furball. Final answer, chat. We're seeing the kibbies. Everybody get in here if you don't like to see kibby. If you don't like to see kibbies, you're a terrorist. For real. I will be live again tomorrow. We're going to read more of My The A-Holes. We got 4 more stories to finish up for this video. And yeah, lots of stuff to do. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to hit the like button before you leave. Greatly appreciated. All right, guys. Let them know I sent you. Let them know I sent you. Mwah. Bye.